Parenthood is a journey filled with joy, challenges, and endless learning. One of the most common challenges parents face is dealing with picky eaters. Picky eating is often the norm for toddlers. After the rapid growth of infancy, when babies usually triple in weight, a toddler's growth rate and appetite tends to slow down. Toddlers also are beginning to develop food preferences, a fickle process. A toddler's favorite food one day may hit the floor the next, or a snubbed food might suddenly become the one he or she can't get enough of. For weeks, they may eat one or two preferred foods and nothing else. Try not to get frustrated by this typical toddler behavior. Just make healthy food choices available and know that, with time, your child's appetite and eating behaviors will level out. In the meantime, here are some tips that can help you get through the picky eater stage. 1. Family style. It's essential to approach picky eating with patience and empathy. Share a meal together as a family as often as you can. This means no media distractions like TV or cell phones at mealtime. Use this time to model healthy eating. Serve one meal for the whole family, and resist the urge to make another meal if your child refuses what you've served. If you give in to the will of the child, this leads to the child being picky eaters. Try to include at least one food your child likes with each meal and continue to provide a balanced meal, whether she eats it or not, preventing mealtime stress and making mealtimes a pleasant and enriching family ritual. 2. Food fights. If your toddler refuses a meal, avoid fussing over it. It's good for children to learn to listen to their bodies and use hunger as a guide. If they ate a big breakfast or lunch, for example, they may not be interested in eating much the rest of the day. It's a parent's responsibility to provide food, and the child's decision to eat it. Pressuring kids to eat or punishing them if they don't can make them actively dislike foods they may otherwise like. 3. Break from bribes. Often parents tempt children to try a new food by promising a reward of dessert or treats later. Tempting as it may be, try not to bribe your children with treats for eating other foods. This can make the prize food even more exciting, and the food you want them to try is an unpleasant chore. It also can lead to nightly battles at the dinner table. Experts suggest that using non-food rewards to encourage food acceptance is best. Simply using verbal praise to let children know that you're proud of them is one method. 4. Try again. Kids require patience in all walks of life, especially when it comes to food preferences. Parents should take comfort knowing that most children who are considered picky eaters outgrow this quality within a few years. While you may not think your child will ever accept new foods, it's important to keep trying. Just because a child refuses food once, don't give up. Keep offering new foods and those your child didn't like before. It can take as many as 10 or more times tasting a food before a toddler's taste buds accept it. Scheduled meals and limiting snacks can help ensure your child is hungry when a new food is introduced. 5. Variety, the spice. Introduce your child to a wide range of foods from an early age. The more exposure they have to different tastes and textures, the more likely they are to develop a diverse palate. Offer a variety of healthy foods, especially vegetables and fruits, and include higher protein foods like meat and deboned fish at least 2 times per week. Help your child explore new flavors and textures in food. Try adding different herbs and spices to simple meals to make them tastier. To minimize waste, offer new foods in small amounts and wait at least a week or 2 before reintroducing the same food. 6. Make food fun. Creating a fun and pressure-free environment when eating meals is key when dealing with a picky eater. Children can sense when there is tension in the air, which can cause them to shut down and refuse new foods. Toddlers are especially open to trying foods arranged in eye-catching creative ways. Make foods look irresistible by arranging them in fun, colorful shapes kids can recognize. Kids this age also tend to enjoy any food involving a dip. Finger foods are also usually a hit with toddlers. Cut solid foods into bite-sized pieces they can easily eat themselves, making sure the pieces are small enough to avoid the risk of choking. 7. Involve kids in meal planning. Engage your child in meal preparation. They may be more interested in trying foods they had a hand in making. Allow them to wash, peel, or stir ingredients under your supervision. This encourages their involvement and teaches them about food and cooking. It can be a fun and educational activity that helps them connect with the food on their plate. Additionally, cooking together can be a bonding experience. It provides an opportunity to talk about the ingredients and their nutritional value, making your child more aware of the importance of healthy eating. Read kid-friendly cookbooks together and let your child pick out new recipes to try. 8. Tiny chefs. Some cooking tasks are perfect for toddlers, with lots of supervision, of course. Sifting, stirring, counting ingredients, picking fresh herbs from a garden or windowsill, and painting on cooking oil with a pastry brush, to name a few. Research shows that children who are involved in meal preparation are more likely to consume vegetables and calories in general than those who aren't. Plus, you will be helping them develop a skill that they can use for the rest of their life: preparing healthy meals. 9. Crossing bridges. Food chaining or food bridges are where you take a food which is accepted by your child and change it slightly so that they can still eat it, but it is different. Try introducing foods or flavors that young children tend to dislike at first, then familiar foods they prefer. Once a food is accepted, use what nutritionists call food bridges to introduce others with similar color, flavor, and texture to help expand variety in what your child will eat. If your child likes pumpkin pie, for example, try mashed sweet potatoes and then mashed carrots. 10. A fine pair. Repeatedly expose your child to the new food by offering a small amount of it along with a serving of a food they already like. Offer a small taste of the new food, but don't force it if your child refuses to take a taste. Repeated exposure to new foods in a non-coercive manner has been shown to be the best method for promoting food acceptance. Try serving unfamiliar foods or flavors young children tend to dislike at first, sour and bitter, with familiar foods toddlers naturally prefer, sweet and salty. Pairing broccoli, bitter, with grated cheese, salty, for example, is a great combination for toddler taste buds. Remember, if you are concerned about your child's diet, talk with your pediatrician, who can help troubleshoot and make sure your child is getting all the necessary nutrients to grow and develop. Also keep in mind that picky eating usually is a normal developmental stage for toddlers. Do your best to patiently guide them on their path toward healthy eating. So that was all for today's video. We hope you like the video, and our tips will help you in your parenting. For more videos like this, do subscribe to our channel and please leave a like to show us that our tips help you. See you next time.